Kalonzo he's a fairly boring guy, like by political standards. But maybe that's what, like Kenya at the moment needs. And I think your combination ya Kalonzo na Sifuna will not only transition us out completely, because I think Ruto is the last of a kind. We are never ever gonna have a president like Ruto. So, Kalonzo was Baba's running mate twice. In as much as people are calling him lazy, he was Baba's running mate twice very faithfully, and the third time, when he wasn't the running mate in 2022, he gave way to Martha Karua, but still, like supported Baba.
Having discussed this in detail, I will still say this. The opposition has to be united. We have to have a Kibaki Tosha moment again to get Ruto out.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, we next year we'll be talking about Ruto is back in.
Yes, absolutely.
If there's no unity, like where they come together and say we have, like collectively, we can put our egos aside, whatever, and decide this is how we are moving forward. And either the principal or the deputy. One of them has to be a young person. It cannot be the old guard, because if it is, especially the principal, Ruto is coming right back in.
Now, I think, like I try to be very pragmatic in how I look at this, and I try to be very realistic. There were some narratives that were going around about Kalonzo Musyoka being lazy. And some of these narratives were created by the likes of Dennis Itumbi and all these other government spin masters. And unfortunately, they seeped their way into people who were in support of the united opposition, and it took, a life of its own. I know, like Mika has mentioned, like a combination of Sifuna and Methu. I see things differently. Like, and even in as much as I'm very, attracted to a Sifuna presidency. Here's my prediction that I'm making right now. And it's, it's just a prediction. It doesn't mean that there's something special. I know it's 100%. I have a strong feeling when the dust settles, and I know a lot of people do not want to hear this, including Sifuna supporters, myself included. I think the ticket that's gonna, come in when the dust finally settles is Kalonzo and Sifuna. And
which combination would that be? Would be Obama Biden, Biden Obama?
I think Kalonzo might be on top of the ticket. Okay. And you know why I say that? And I know Mika is ready to disagree with me.
No. Siko ready to disagree. Nakubaliana na wewe. Unajua nini? Honestly,
yes.
Honestly, my logic, my heart tells me that.
Okay. And why is that? Let me hear from your perspective. I'll tell you why I'm saying that.
And why is that? Because Kalonzo just has experience and all the statesman and any like is in terms of as much as kuna demographic ya watu wadogo na nini, kuna demographic moja kubwa sana ya voters who are older people.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Baby boomers.
Absolutely.
And Gen Xers.
And Kalonzo, for him. Kalonzo was
Kalonzo is more appealing to them.
So Kalonzo was Baba's running mate twice. In as much as people are calling him lazy, he was Baba's running mate twice very faithfully, and the third time, when he wasn't the running mate in 2022, he gave way to Martha Karua, but still, like supported Baba. So he supported Baba 3 consecutive times, and he's always pulled his weight in those 3 elections. So I know kuna hii excitement here. We are seeing, like Sifuna can do so many rallies in a day and pull big crowds. But let's not forget that Kalonzo has always pulled his weight.
Ali, that was me speaking my heart.
Yeah.
But my mind.
Yeah. and the reason why I think
that's why you go to a therapist.
Yeah.
But my mind is telling me, dude, let me tell you something. Today I was on a call. I'll be real quick. Today I was on a call, right? I'll call him my cousin, kijana wa Ocha. Yuko Ushago, huko Ushago Busia. Anakuanga na bike.
Chief Louis.
Alinipigia simu. Like alinicall na WhatsApp akaniambia niaje nikamwambia ku call back. I called him back, right? So kumcall back tukapiga siasa, tukapiga tu story. Tukafika kwa place ya boda pali boda ka bike zao. Yaani nilikuwa nasikia siasa inapigwa hapo, akaniambia acha nikwambie kitu. Unajua hapa kwa stand yetu vile tumesikizana. Kila customer watatu ukimpatia bila lipo na mpea bill ya Sifuna.
Oh damn. Okay, that is interesting.
Oh yeah, that's they also hanging them. They're also hanging them to nini. Yeah.
Like every bill ukipea customer na mpea bill ya Sifuna. Right? So nikamuuliza na je Sifuna, akaniambia sikiza. Sisi tunataka mtu mwenye anaongea lugha yenye tunasikia. Unajua nini, tumepromisiwa vitu mingi lakini tumesoma katiba, tunajua katiba. Unajua niambia nini? Mika si wote tumesoma. Hatuko hapa juu ni wajinga ndio tukwenda shule. Tuko hapa juu hakuna
kazi.
Option nyingine. Katoka hapo akaenda kwa bezi ya Busa. Nilikuwa nasikia siasa inapigwa hapo ndani ya Ali. Nikajiambia disconnect, hata mimi nilikuwa disconnected kiasi. Hapo nikacalculate hii disconnect yangu nikijiambia mimi disconnect yangu akili yangu kiniambia sasa na kwamba the best count of Kasongo ni nani? Kalonzo. Based on how I've seen politics, I've studied politics, have everything I know through politics, nakwambia ni Kalonzo.
You know,
but with every interaction that I'm making with people back home, right? Na different people, different classes of people, right? Hata mpaka waso middle class. Ile connection wako nayo na hii kitu ya Sifuna. Then the young people, wale unajua ile jenzi ilikuwa tunasema imepotea. Like lost. Wamepata mtu wa kuresonate naye sahi.
Now, you know why
to me logically, if I use my logical engineering mind na nipige hesabu ya probabilities, kuna scenarios mingi sana zenye naona hapa kwa hii elections. This is the one election where I can say confidently hata opposition siwezi predict nani watachagua, na when the dust settle, this is one election I don't think anybody can comfortably say they can predict a winner.
Fair enough, but the reason why, like there's some combinations being suggested. Another combination that has also come up is Sifuna Wanjigi. I don't know. But it's been suggested, it's been thrown out there. And then kuna hiyo ya Medhu, but the reason why I personally like the Kalonzo Sifuna combination, out of the big 5 groups in Kenya, these two, where Sifuna comes from, Luhya and Kalonzo Kamba, are the two where there is no antagonism. And I'm saying this in a very kind way, politically, people will make fun of Wakamba, nyi mnavotia mtu hajawaletea maji na nini, but nobody is really, antagonistic at Kambas. When you look at Waluhya always accused of dividing their vote, and they're being accused of not being accused on ambeti wao ni mawochi na nini, but nobody is really angry at them. But the top three groups, there's always a lot of antagonism of whoever is running, like the Luo, the Kikuyu, the Kalenjin. Whoever is running, whether it's Raila, there's always a force of aggression, against them. So if we're looking to recreate a 2002 moment, remember in 2002, we had Kibaki, a very boring guy. And Kenya at this point, I think we need a boring president. Hii mambo ya kuwa na exciting presidents who can tukana people in political rallies and
kama commercials za PNC.
So I think we do need a boring president, because Kalonzo is he's a fairly boring guy, you know, like by political standards. But maybe that's what, you know, like Kenya at the moment needs. And I think your combination ya Kalonzo na Sifuna will not only transition us out completely, because I think Ruto is the last of a kind. We are never ever gonna have a president like Ruto. He was the last remnant. He was the last tool that was built during the Nyayo era.
All right.
Yeah, and I don't think we're ever gonna have a president like him again. So if we transition out, remember, if let's say Kalonzo takes 10 years and Sifuna takes another 10, we have a whole 20 years of pure development, and by that time tunaweza kuwa tumerudi home, and then we are happy, you know, like we're not even thinking about coming back here, and we live happily ever after.